Morning, guys. So, I started recording yesterday, and I really need to learn to stop talking with my hands. Halfway through recording, I was drinking my coffee and managed to knock it off the table and ended up with coffee everywhere. So, in the vein of being a consummate professional, I stopped recording because you guys really don't need to see me covered in coffee. It's been raining all night. It's a beautiful morning here in Chiang Mai at the moment. So today's a short one. One thing I realised with the Facebook Live that I did last week is there's no timer, and my talk ended up being for like 20 minutes, which is way too long. I thought it was beneficial. It's still way too long. So today's is short, under 5 minutes. And what I actually want to do today is, rather than talking about a particular topic, I would like to refer everybody to a podcast that I found. It's to do with journaling. It's recorded by a man whose name is Michael Hyatt. Michael Hyatt is a coach. He deals a lot with business, work-life balance, entrepreneurs, people that are looking to focus either in an industry where they work for somebody else or where they are trying to create something for themselves. I've read a lot of Michael's stuff. I think he's really good because he has a very holistic approach to work-life balance. He's all about, focus on what's important to you, realize what's important to you, and then go ahead and do what you need to do. But don't sacrifice everything else for the sake of one thing. So it's a great podcast. Michael has a fantastic speaking voice, and what he says really resonates with me because the whole idea of feel, think, do is about balance. It's about focusing what's important to you, realizing what's important, and then taking the actions that you need to get where you want to go. But it's not about sacrificing everything else. So I would love for everybody to go and have a listen to this podcast. It's about 40 minutes long, so it's pretty out there. But as I said, he has a fantastic speaking voice, and it's a great talk because Michael freely admits that he was not a journaler. He didn't like doing it. He tried many times over the years and couldn't do it. The reason he actually got into it this time was a dare from his wife. And this was a couple of years ago, and since then he's journaled every day. So he delves into, the mindset and the attitude towards journaling. He really goes into the benefits, especially from someone who wasn't a journaler. And I want to share this because, I have a lot of talks with people where I do have the conversation of, but I don't journal. Why do I need a journal? I don't like to write. And he sums up many of these points really, really well. The way I found it was I was Googling, looking for resources, different communities, different forums that deal with journaling, looking for different ways that I could connect in with different people. And I sat and listened to it. And one of the reasons why I want to share it is because I have all this stuff going around in my head. And where I struggle is getting it from here to here. Trying to put into words exactly what this journal is about and, exactly why I think it's a journal for everybody or for every situation. Everybody will get a benefit out of this. A lot of times I wish I could take the images in my head and just sort of lay them out to you and go, this is what I mean, this is what it's about, this is why I want to share it with you. And I think that Michael's podcast, he does manage to put into words all the stuff that goes through my head, and that's why I want to share it. Now look, his words are not mine. I'm not trying to take credit for what he does. It is his own work, and it is fantastic, and the guy knows what he's talking about. But when you listen to it, imagine it's my voice, because I'm effectively trying to say the same thing. maybe he just waxes a bit more eloquent than I do. I don't know. So the link's below. Below each video, I'll post the link, click on it. As I said, it's about 40 minutes long, but it's well worth the listen. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you next week. All right, bye guys.